Hashtag no music, no intro. We are back with another episode of the Saints Block Party podcast coming at you, presented by Precious Works LLC. It's the bye week. No Saints football this upcoming weekend. The Saints go into their bye during week 11, sitting at 2-8. But just because it's the Saints bye week doesn't mean that we stop grinding. So this is the first time that we've done this on the pod, and we'll get into it. But our theme for this pod is to do an SBP mid-season report card / grades for the Saints position by position. But before we get into all that, Adam here, joined by my dude Wolf, aka Ryan. But John said temperature checks. Yes,
yes, sir.
Wayne said they can't hurt us this week. They don't hurt me
at all. But they really can't. But it's straight peace this week, baby.
Peace, bliss. But before we get into the grades and everything, I wanted to briefly talk about the appearance that Saints and Pelicans owner Gayle Benson had on WWL 2 days ago.
Any good tidbits?
Ryan, the Saints are 2-8. The Pelicans, as of tonight, just fell to 2-9. Not one thing regarding either sporting franchise was talked about. I don't know how long the interview was.
Like 17 minutes or something. 17 minutes. The hell they talked about?
17 minutes? And not the product of either sporting team was not brought up once? Not once.
Most powerful woman in sports. Richest person in the state of Louisiana. Not talking about the product. Product struggling.
And has been struggling for quite a while, both franchises. Not mum's the word. And we didn't even talk about was it Dennis Lucia? This was before the Panthers game, if I remember correctly. Right. This one, the team was 1-8.
I don't care what nobody say, but the response that video got is the reason she did that interview. Maybe it was booked beforehand. Could be possible. But that's the theory I'm rolling with. Because he got flamed. Just the president of both franchises at like a gala honoring him for like the Hall of Fame of Louisiana sports or something. I don't know, some shit. And he just on there, big jolly old, yeah. And then like somebody, I forget, I think it was Fletcher, whoever asked him, like, hey, so, what do you message to the fans, going through it right now?
It was Fletcher.
The fans are struggling right now. He's like, hey, the message is, stick by us, man. We're building some nice buildings. Champion Square getting renovated. Like, what? This is what we got, huh? This is our leadership. This is our leadership. No, disconnect, people. Disconnect.
Completely. It just feels like, and this is hyperbole because obviously, who knows? But like, it feels like the Saints and the Pelicans and just Louisiana just feels like Murdoch-y, bruh. Just like some like Southern, just
bruh. Really is like some Southern, just Southern tale. I don't know. Could really do a movie like a TV show.
Oh, bruh, it'd be like Dallas, but like the 2025 version. It's just so, how so unaware of, self-aware of everything in terms of just as an owner, when you are doing an interview on the radio in your city and you don't talk about the things that the fans who pay money that thereby makes you even more wealthy has been a failing product. Has been a failing product for the last couple of seasons for both franchises. Just completely over the head, and that's why I said that a couple of episodes ago, is that like the true change will happen when fans just stop spending their money. Like that's when true change happens, because it's like, oh, well, they're not paying, like the pocketbooks are being affected. That gets the message out. But it was just like on the rate, not talking about nothing, like nothing. The team was 2-8, didn't say a single thing. The Pelicans
they feel like why y'all tripping? Like we
must be
going
us.
out there, like
it's us then.
The players are out there, like what do y'all want? Like,
Drew said visiting fans showing up in droves to the dome. Meanwhile, the way they see it, they're like, shit, dude. As long as they were season tickets that were sold to the visiting fans, we good.
Right. We good. As long as them checks clear, man. So
anyhow, so we wanted to start.
Hate to be that cynical, but you know,
what it feels like. I mean, it's not even that's what it feels like. That's what it is. Like that's literally what it is. It's interesting that Loomis kind of has always kind of talked about wanting to not, and this is not about like a fire Kellen thing, but just kind of like wanting to be like those organizations like the Steelers and the Giants. Does he not realize how many coaches the Giants have had to fire since Eli Manning has retired?
Since Coughlin?
Ooh. It is
cool. My coaches I forgot about it. I'd be like, damn, he was the head coach?
Damn, Ben McAdoo? Shit, what about old Ben McAdoo?
Yeah, but look, they haven't been good for, a decade, but I mean, say what you want, John Mara, like he's invested. Like he cares about the product on the field. You know what I'm saying? It disgusts him.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? When they just look like crap. It's truly disgusting. Like, does he make the right calls, the hires and stuff? I don't know. I ain't saying all that. Even like as terrible as the Jets ownership is, like it drives him crazy. You know what I'm saying? He makes horrible decisions, and he's a terrible owner. But you feel like, okay, he is invested in the team,
And I know he got in fuck Woody Johnson for what he stands for and all that, but
completely.
He got the flack for like how he talked about Justin Fields before it would have been the Bengals game when they had to go back to Justin Fields when they're going to bench him. Mm-hmm. But like in a way, it's like he wasn't saying anything that was wrong about Justin Fields at the time, because Justin Fields was playing like dog shit, bro.
And he was speaking as like a fan, like as a fan would talk. That's how a fan would talk, And me, I like owners that are fans of their team, like they're fans of their team, so they'll talk to you like, I actually like that, but I understand, like, bro, you can't be throwing your quarterback under the bus.
It was wild, bro.
Starting for you, that's some wild shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga trash. Like,
what? I gotta go work. I gotta go work for you. Like, get concussed. I gotta go get concussed.
Michael Tolliver in the chat said Gayle is the real life version of the owner from the Indians from Major League. Yes.
Just know that reference.
You never saw Major League Baseball movie?
Probably did, man, but it's
that's old, nigga. Anyhow, just want to talk about that really quickly. But we did a fun. I wanted to do it a different way in terms of these report cards and just kind of give some updates for what's going to happen and what y'all can expect these next week. So obviously it's the bye week this week, so we're putting this episode out with the report card episode. Next week we're kind of back to our little regular schedule. We have the Falcons preview pod. I have to check my schedule, but I'm believing that's going to be next Wednesday. And then we do have a special guest coming on next week. That's going to be very draft focused, draft central. That's only going to be available to Patreon. I think what I settled on is that episode is going to be a Patreon exclusive for a month. So Patreon exclusive, YouTube exclusive for a month for the guest that's coming on next week. Very draft heavy. And if draft and Saints and prospects are your thing, aiming for next Thursday. And when that one's going to drop, and then we'll kind of hit our regular schedule as usual.
Patreon.com/Saints Block Party, man.
There it is. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe. We think we got close to like that call to action that you did. We're like what 2,400, like 30 subscribers. Like we should be able to get to 2,500 soon. Like
hit that button, hit it.
Mark said,
hit it right now.
Ryan looks so tired right now. Listen,
bro, I've been up in there watching Marvel movies all night.
Sound like me every time I come home and my daughter just either the Marvel or the Office, bro. Just one
I had to wait. I had to like just wait for the I'm always angry moment. Once I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm good. Let me go do the podcast.
Okay. Well, we were watching the Eddie being Eddie downstairs on Netflix, bro. We started watching.
I gotta go watch that.
Time flew by, bro. I was like, just in it, bro, in it. Anyway, had to break out of it to talk about this team, but we wanted to do something different for this episode because we've never done it before, and in terms of the grade. So basically, how we broke it down is each position, except for O-line. I wasn't going to break it down by tackle, center, guard. No, not going to happen. But each position in a grade that we felt, so we did them independently, and then we're going to talk about them for the midseason up to this point. For this exercise, if you're listening, the way we kind of formulated it or formatted it is we thought about the play, we thought about draft, like, draft compensation in terms of where the player was player or players were drafted, and contract or free agency. So like for safety, like Justin Reed in terms of his contract, et cetera, if that makes any sense. So we're going to get into that right after this break. This should hopefully be a bit of a shorter episode, but we're going to get into this right after this break as we hear a break from our sponsor. We're going to get into the grades right after this. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheap, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out-of-the-box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plug-in updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or the prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, BIJON at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. So appreciate what is it? We're almost like the 30 concurrent viewers on right now. On a Wednesday night during the bye week. True sickos. True sickos, and we love every single one of y'all who are watching this. So I wanted to try to do something a little more fancy than just like a spreadsheet, but my job has been grueling, and this is the best that y'all.
That's what we got. That's what we got.
But I do want to make it big so everyone can see it. I also wanted to do like a reveal, like we did each position by position, but that obviously is not going to work as well. So it is what it is. So Ryan and I did this independently in a Google shared document of each position, quarterback, running back, all of them, and just doing this report card. What stood out to you as you were filling out the grades?
Just like, damn, man, like, I don't feel great about, like, no position group. Like, great. Or, like, even, like, really good. Like, oh, man, at least this position group is settled. Nope. Not one group, bro.
That one wolf. Not a single one. I originally had quarterback as a C plus, and I'll give you the rationale behind that. And we talked about it a little bit last week and talking about Kellen Moore. But for me, for the play that Rattler had in his decent to good games, and it's early. It's very early because he's only started 2 games. But the early returns on Tyler Shuck to get that play from a 5th round quarterback, and then even though he was drafted high, it's still a 2nd round pick at quarterback. I'm not saying they're like a C compared to like the league, but like just their play for Kellen, and now we'll get into like the head coach grade as well. That's impressive, man. Like it. Yeah. I had it as a C plus, and then I changed it, but for that to be like not a glaring like orange or red, right, considering what they had coming into the season, is a really big win for the team. No matter how it plays out in the future, just for like this season is a win for the team.
Right. Like at no point this year have you really felt like the quarterback play has been the detrimental aspect to the team. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what's holding the team back. It's the quarterback position. Not saying that it's the reason like they should be great, but it's like you never, just for the most of the games this season, you never felt like that was the main issue. You know what I'm saying? So I think just that going into the season with, you know, a second year, 5th round pick quarterback and a 2nd round quarterback. From what you got out of the quarterback position, it's like it's a C. Like it's a C. I have a C minus. Only reason I went with the minus is because it's just the lack of points. Like just the lack of.
That's fair.
And that's just obviously there's a lot of nuance there. It's not just the QB. It's the offense. It's the head coach. It's skills. All that goes into it. But it's like I was like, damn. Sean Payton got 21 touchdowns out of Bo Nix so far this season. 21 touchdowns, bro. Like passing and running. And he's playing like shit. He is playing like ass. But he's able to get like the scoring. You know what I'm saying? Just like from scheming and, you know, just cooking it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just got the minus in there. Just from the lack of scoring. You know what I'm saying? The lack of points being put up. But from other than that, man, it's like what he's been able to do has been impressive, you know?
It has been from the quarterback position. This is a little segue. I talked about this in our Discord, and then you tweeted about it, I think it was yesterday. These continual like Rattler and Shuck debates, like why are they still going on? Like why?
I don't get it, bro.
Why are they still going on? The point I made in our Discord yesterday, or maybe 2 days ago, was as Saints fans, if this is how it ends up, if they were able to land a decent to good starting quarterback at pick 40, or even a bridge quarterback, let's say Shuck isn't more than a bridge quarterback, but can start a season or two for the team. And with Rattler, if his ceiling is backup quarterback that at times can come and give you some spot starts, what have you, as a 5th round pick, as an organization, that's a win. Like that is a win as an organization. And I think the thing that people miss with the whole thing regarding like the agenda was that all we wanted as fans was that hope that it wasn't even like Derek Carr. It was Derek Carr, but it was what Derek Carr represented of his like the mediocrity that came with Derek Carr, and the fact that he was who he was, and the contract that he was getting paid, he was a very mediocre baseline quarterback on a team that was a rebuilding team that was not going to win anytime soon. So the possibility that they could have gotten a steal that was going to be successful was the excitement for the agenda, even if it didn't and hasn't played out. So now that maybe Shuck is that person, if Rattler is just a backup and they have 2 quarterbacks on their team that can move forward with, who knows? Why is there still infighting about it? It's literally idiotic. It makes no fucking
Wars, bro. Complete civil wars happening online. Facebook, X, Twitter, whatever. Everywhere, bro. Even like when I made a little post about it, like, bro, why don't y'all just chill with all that? Under that post, people going to war. Because Rattler sucks. It's like, what are you... It's like, okay, man. It's like, I don't know. I just can't get with that type of analysis right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get with it. Like, you gotta live in reality. And where the Saints are right now at the QB position is not in a bad spot. Like, it's not a great spot. It's not like, you know, where we haven't figured out we got a franchise quarterback, but it's not a terrible spot either. Like, you got two young quarterbacks that showed a little promise, and you're a rebuilding team. You're spending pretty much nothing on quarterback outside of like what we paying Carr that we have to account for that we paid for him. Outside of that, we're paying pretty much nothing for quarterback for the next couple years. Like, and you're getting like decent play, like that's the goal right there, bro.
It makes my head hurt. It truly does. It makes my head hurt. I just add that note because I don't see it honestly because I probably like I don't see it, but I just had to talk about it. One thing that stood out to me when doing this exercise was how much orange is on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The only difference is you had running back as a C-, that has as a D+, and maybe that ties more into like offensive line and all that, what have you. But it's a lot of orange on offense, Wolf. Like,
ooh. Hold out you, bro.
Ooh.
Hold out you, bro. A lot of orange. Like, I mean, wide receiver, like I have a C+, you have a C. Like, it's not obviously now with Shaheed gone, that's like one less talent. Right. And he was a talent, you know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
You have Olave, he's a good, really good wide receiver, whether you want to call him a 1 or a 2, whatever. He's a good starting wide receiver. And then outside of that, bro, I was like, damn, boy, it's rough out here. You know, Valet, we'll see. Like, we still at the we'll see.
About to be week 12 after the bye week, bro.
Week 12, talking about we'll see. Trey Palmer, I was wondering about that earlier. I was like, is he coming off IR or will he keep him on there? I don't know.
No, I think he was a full season IR.
Oh, he got the full season? Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's that. So, yeah, it's a C. It's a C, bro. It is a strong C. And Brandon Cooks out there, he ain't get no targets last week. I was like, oh, shit, that tweet about to come hot. It's too late. Trade deadline passed now, buddy.
Bye, buddy. Like, you stuck. You stuck.
Better stay at that X spot and run them routes. Run them clear outs.
Obviously, we've talked about the tight end position. You have it you had it as a D. I have it as a D+. Just I don't know. I don't even know.
Honestly, it could have been an F. Honestly, like it's
bruh.
It's bad, man. It's bad. But I couldn't go F because like Jawan Johnson, as much as we bag on him, he's going to end up with like 800-900 yards. Or he's going to end up with like 800-900 yards and like 6 touchdowns, bro. Like he's
so annoying. So annoying.
He has the 4th most yards as a tight end in the league right now,
which is wild.
4th most.
But then, and then that's how people who like only stat watch can like justify like they don't talk. Because when I say the tight end, when I'm talking about tight end position, obviously it's not even counting for like Jawan's like his gaffes, like his fumbles, his drops, all that. But also like the other part of the tight end position, including Jawan, including Jack Stoll, is like pass blocking, run blocking, and they are atrocious.
Atrocious, man.
Like at least
unworkable.
Way back in the day with Jimmy Graham was so elite. You'd be like, Jimmy can't run blocking, man. Like, Jimmy out here catching like 12, 13 touchdowns a season. Like, be good. But for like as a full tight end position, and it's an annoying thing that Kellen, and I joked about it a little bit, But like Jack Stoll getting injured and not playing against the Panthers, like I felt like the blocking was a little bit better because like he wasn't in there, like he
wasn't in there, bro. I'm telling you, the best blocking duo they had was Foster Moreau and what's the guy from the Ravens? What is his name?
Mitchell Patton.
Mitchell Patton. Like those two together, like were the best blocking duo. They weren't great, but they were like they actually blocked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they actually got out there and showed that they wanted to block. And that was like a big difference in the game, like in the run game. That was a huge difference. It was
noticeable.
It was noticeable, man.
So that's like, to me, that's like tight ends a D O-line.
I almost went C because Banks is playing so well.
Banks had me rising from a D to a D plus, bro. Like that's the Banks push. Like,
because everything else just bad, bro.
How is it? I need to know answers. Wolf, how you got? I don't know, Eric McCoy injured. I know Penny's not on the team anymore, which also factors into the grade because that's like an admission that like he was a starter. Now he's not even on the team. How you have 4 first rounders in the second round pick of the O-line and the O-line still an average D between both of us, bruh? How?
Right. How? Got Reduns out there, and we like happy to see him. Like, oh, thank God Reduns out there.
Poverty, bruh. Poverty.
And it's like, oh, Caesar's not as ass as he has been. Like he's normal ass. Like he's not.
This is like Caesar when he was like annoying Caesar.
Yeah.
Like, but not like the Caesar that was playing like the first half of the season was like unplayable. Like you couldn't play.
Man. It's reflected in his PFF grades. I know PFF grades are not like the holy grail, but like he was like 84 of 86 guards in the league.
It was bad.
Now he's at like 50. 50 of 84. You know what I'm saying? Just
that's the Caesar. That's the Caesar we know.
That's the Caesar we know. He's solid in play. Like he actually out on the tape, bro. He had some good pass blocks. Still horrible in rim blocking though. He's just not a good rim blocker. Period. Offensive line, all that investment in offensive line, bro. You still can't go into next year feeling like that's a position group we got figured out.
I mean, you you confident at left tackle, right tackle. You felt like you were confident coming into the season, but with Fuaga's injury history, like that's a huge question mark.
You at least want to have like a good, backup with him. Maybe it's Richards, but and then McCoy, there's a question mark with him because he's been injured a lot throughout his career. And it's like, okay, do we want to keep investing in that, or do we want to? His left guard, and right. Oh my God, it's like we back to this again, man.
We go into the season next year with Luke Fulton at the starting center next year.
Hey, bro, you've been solid, bro.
I know, and I'm trying to think recently of like the good Mickey trades. And there's the Fultner for Saunders trade was a good trade. Marshawn for a third during the season was good, but the kind of the caveat that they could have got a second before the season. But it was a fine trade. It was a fine trade. They traded him while he still had value to the Commanders. And then I was thinking, I was like what else is the last good Mickey trade? Like those are 2. I'm like, is there
not many? What, third for Kenny Stills?
Oh yeah,
that's way back.
Boy,
it's really done a lot, man.
I know when they traded Jamal Brown to the Washington team at the time. I don't even know what they got. They get a second back.
I think so. It was a good pick.
It was. I think it was a second. That was like might have been Jeff Duncan broke that. Like that's how like I'm a sicko for knowing that.
Yeah.
But Because I remember I had tweeted about like a couple years ago. I was like, oh, that was like the last thing that Jeff Duncan actually broke Saints related, like newsworthy, was like that trade. But it's they got to figure out this offensive line situation. It's just
every time you say that, it just makes
PTSD, bro.
Line.
PTSD. Been talking about this fucking offensive line since 2020, and it is about to be 6 years, almost 6 years doing this goddamn pod. Still talking about the goddamn O line. Still, defensively, just a general onset. Just looking at it, I was like, as annoying as the defense has been throughout the season, like positional wise, a breakdown is that they are okay, and I say that like a little strained. They're okay.
Yeah. I probably graded them a little too hard. Based like if you look at like just the totality of them and not just the parts, like they've done fine, like not great, but fine. But just once you start focusing on the actual parts, it's like, and then you got some young players in there where it's kind of just like an incomplete grade. But man, it's rough, bro. Like edge. I mean, I like Chase Young. I like what he's doing, but he's Chase Young. I mean, the Saints are bottom of the league in pressures, man. Like bottom of the league.
Bad. It's bad, and it's like that's one of the like I had DE. Excuse me, I had it originally at a D for edge, but then I was thinking about. I kind of thought about the hot start that Granderson had, and kind of like the recent good games that Chase have had, and I was like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's fine. It's a C. But linebacker, like that's a C, and it's funny because for me with cornerback and with safety, to me like the players that are lifting those grades in those positions each is the rookies. Like to me, like cornerback's getting elevated because of Quincy Riley. Safety, I know he had not the best game against the Patriots. Quincy Riley didn't either. But Giannis Sanker has made a crap ton of plays early in the season, and like so the cornerback and the safety positions are like that grade is higher because of the rookie play. Because Justin Reed, brother, buddy.
Speak on it, bro.
Just feel like I was sold these niggas when it comes to signing safeties, like they should just stop.
And Marcus May,
Jarris Bird, who else am I forgetting?
Kurt Coleman from Carolina. Yeah,
Kurt Coleman. Can we just stop signing safeties? Like the Malcolm Jenkins, like that was fine. Malcolm Jenkins coming back, that was fine. But it just has not been. It's not worked out. It just has not worked out recently for them in signing safeties.
And it's a weird position, man. It's a very weird position. They don't fit everywhere,
Hold on, time out. Just talking about it, completely forgot Julian Blackmon was on the team, bro.
Oh, sure did. Completely forgot about that. Grand opening, grand closing, so quick. He was playing well too, man.
He was.
But it was one of those things like, we want to see the rookie anyway, so it sucked to see him go like that, but still it was like, okay, let's get the rookie in there. But yeah, it's tough, man. But then I keep going back, it's like they don't get beat a lot deep. They
don't. The Patriots game was like the worst game by far.
The worst one, yeah. So it's like they play this brand. They want to play this like bend but don't break. I was watching some of the All-22 yesterday, trying to get a feel for Quincy Riley about where he at, and it's just hard for me to just kind of figure out what's going on schematically. It's like, what? Like, I would love to sit in this offseason to sit with Cody and just like so he could just explain to me some of the things, because it's like, why do this? Like, there has to be a reason why you have a 10-yard cushion on 3rd and 4. Like, it's just like, why? And some of it's not man to man. It's these weird zones. This guy drops in to cover this zone. It's just a lot of stuff going on. So it's hard for me to even say, to even judge, really. You know, because like if you're playing a 10-yard cushion and the guy just like stops, catches the ball, like, I mean, can I really bang the cornerback for that?
Right.
If that's what he's being told to do. Yeah, like if that's what he's being told to do, I can't really bang him for that. You know, like it's so hard to really figure out. But I do like Chris Wilder, the way he's moving. I think he got good instincts.
He does.
But other than that, and Alante is Alante, man. Like, very hot and cold. He gonna give you some plays every now and then. They'll be like, woo. And then he gonna give you plays like versus the Rams, where he's on the goal line. Is like, okay, well, what are you doing, bro? Like, what is the point of what you're doing? Like,
when I shared that that ESPN article, and he's like in like the fact that, and again, I don't pocket watch. Like, Alante, professional NFL player, get your bread, brother. And I usually say it's not my money when it comes to like especially like with the Saints, but like the fact that he might get 18 mil, $18 million.
They better have a plan, is all I'm saying. Better have a plan.
Okay, here it is. So he's a free agent next season. Yeah, guess that's feels about in that range. Let's see. Okay. All right.
I'm thinking more like, take this 1 year, $4.5 million with incentives.
He getting paid, bro. Like, if it's not from the if it's not by the Saints, he getting paid from somewhere else.
I know he is, bro. I know he is, man. I mean, look, he's young. He got a couple splash plays. He does make some physical like plays here and there. So, any big, if you like a team, a particular type of defense might love him. You know what I'm saying? It takes a particular type of defense.
Yes. Like, I don't know if I'm trying to think, like, he's like a Steelers type of player.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's interesting to hear like the teams that were interested in him at the trade deadline. So it was the Bears, it was the Colts, and I also heard the Commanders were interested in him before like they got ravaged by injuries and maybe like not in the playoff picture. So it'll be interesting to see how his contract situation plays out. Let me just catch up on any questions. Call me Aries. Get ready to learn Tennessee, buddy. Yeah, the Rook said we didn't even want to pay CD more than 12. And now he over here making plays for DA in Chicago, bro.
DA something else, boy.
Hey, anything else on either offensively, defensively before we hit special teams and head coach?
Nah, that's it, man.
Special teams, I had a big fat F.
Big F.
You gave him a D minus. I gave him an F. They're like the worst special teams team rated by DVOA. We're lucky that Blake Grupe has not missed another field goal. The punter, Kyle Kroger, someone said grossy ass name on Sunday during the chat or on Twitter when he shanked a punt, I believe it was. Cause I said he was gonna shank. I was like, he's about to shank this.
He called that shank. He sure did.
this nigga went out and just shake the shit out that shit, bro. F. Woof. Like, that's the little shit, and it's little, but like special teams is so huge in the grand scheme of like winning a football game.
It is, bro, huge.
It. You could argue it may have cost them a game or two, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe in terms of special teams.
Like I mean, they would have lost that Seattle game regardless. But like, their special teams is what turned that game into what it was. You know what I'm saying? Turned that into like just a slaughterhouse. Only reason I give him like a D- is because Blake has like improved a little bit the last couple of weeks, and you haven't seen as terrible of like kickoff coverage the last couple of weeks. But that's all I got. I ain't got nothing else, man. F. Only reason is not F. That's fine. F.
And then lastly, head coach. I have my grade for Kellen Moore midway through the season.
Well, I spent like 15 minutes thinking on that one.
Did you?
Yes.
I originally had it a C, and I knocked it down. You have him as a D. I have him as a D plus. I had him as a C minus, I think it was originally, because of what he's been able to do with the quarterbacks. Because it's potentially looking like the minutia and the thing of his trait that separates him from his contemporaries is his ability to potentially develop quarterbacks. And that's for someone like develop quarterback with 4th overall, develop quarterback, got there in the 5th round. Part of things like, and we've seen it, but we've seen him with, Dak, we've seen him with Justin Herbert and Jalen Hurts and what have you. But I still ended up in a D just because developing the quarterbacks is really, really good and important. Game calls and play calling on the game is important, but that is such a small piece of being an actual head coach for a team and for like a CEO that the other things for me is so lacking and so like bottom level that I couldn't go higher than a D. Well, I got a D plus, but you went D.
Yeah, it was basically that, man. Like, I just thought about the things that I really do like about him, and that list is just short, man. Like, and don't get me wrong, the quarterback thing is important.
Yes.
And I do like that he has kept kind of the mood in a good place, even though it's a dark season. But man, just a lot of the other stuff, man, like the lackadaisical training camp, the lack of instituting like a physical mentality in the team, even though that's like what you want. Run game, the game day management, the time clock management, lack of aggression,
being aloof and by himself on game day.
On a game day, looking aloof by himself, lost, not inspired. Those things, like, that's why I just had to do it deep, bro. Like, I was deep, like, nah, man, you got to fix those, bro. To the point where you got to go to head coach college or something, man. Like, this ain't gonna cut it. This is not gonna cut it. But maybe he'll learn. Maybe he'll learn some of those things. And the most important thing, if he could keep developing those quarterbacks and getting the most out of them, maybe it'll spark some things in him that'll turn the light. And ultimately, like, he's 2-8 as a coach right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't give you too much credit, bro. You 2-8. Yes, nuance. Yes, team bad. All that. But you're 2-8. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the few positions that you can unequivocally judge on record. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And that's how I saw it as well. Like, I think we both worded it very, very well. So I'm going to share one more time, because then I wanted to ask you this, just as, hold on. Boom. All right. Sharing it one more time, because last question as we kind of wrap this up. Again, this is bi-week episode. You seeing this, Saints have a top 3 pick in the draft, top 4 pick in the draft. And can we, before we even get into that, this is why, like, when I say that the Saints have, when we talked about the Saints have had poor self scouting these last 4-5+ years, like, this took us, honestly, like, just first kind of like word association, first grade to kind of come to your mind when you're really evaluating each position of the team. This is us being fair about the positions on the team. We came up with this in about 5 to 10 minutes. Does this? I know the question is, I know the answer is like, yeah, of course they evaluate the positions each season, Adam. Of course they break down each positions, all this. But like, is that assessment, is that breakdown, is it like honest?
Right.
Because I could almost
wish.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I almost wish like they could see what other teams grade their players as. Because like every team has like grades every player in the league, and they have a board up, has every team with their little number grade on it and stuff like that. Like, I wish the Saints could see other teams' grades on their players, so they could just kind of get a dose of reality.
Bro, I
100% guarantee you the Saints got higher grades.
Like, I don't know, like the Niners are grading like a healthy Fred Warner like a 9, right? And then Saints look at their grades like, wait, but Pete Warner's an 8 on our like, that's the shit. Like, no, like that's the problem, nigga. Like, no, Pete Warner's not an 8.
He's a 4. It's a 4.
It's not an 8, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Pete Warner's an 8. Like, reevaluate. And as much flack, and this is more draft related, but as much flack, Sean, a lot of those can be throwing Sean Payton's way. He knew after a couple of drafts with Ryan Pace, like, man, this shit is stale, bro. Like, our drafts have been ass.
Gotta get up, gotta get out of here. Come save me, Jeff.
Evaluate. And this is not an attack on Jeff. I've said, like, the entire front office need a cleansing, bro. Needs an
fresh.
Just cleanse that bitch out. Because everyone's hands is involved. Like, everyone's hands. Mickey's hands. Jeff Ireland's hands. Everybody's fucking hands. But an honest self-evaluation when the season ends, you break down the positions and you go, damn, we far, huh? Now, not to say what, who knows what you have at quarterback. If Shuck is a guy or the guy, that changes a whole bunch. And then it's like, okay.
So does.
Now we know he's the guy or a guy. How do we build around him? Or
exactly.
Conversely, if you know that he's not the guy, it's like, okay, then how do we build this team? Because this is what we see. How do we build this team? So all that to say, you looking at this, your grades, my grades, you can put them, whatever. Top 3, top 4, 5 pick. What are you eyeballing in this draft? It's early, I know, but
I mean, quarterback aside, edge would be key because they have to get a better pass rush. You can't get good even if you have like good secondary players. It's hard for them to shine when you have terrible pass rush. Like, they got to get better there. And if that's taking, Reese in the first round or Bain or whoever, I'm not saying like they should chase need just because they need edge. Obviously, the grade should be there. The player, if it's like a top 3 pick, it should be like a top 3 level player in this draft. But edge is like huge. Edge is huge. But just blue chip, man. Like, get great players, bro. They obviously have needs everywhere. Everywhere. So there is no wrong answer. Offensive line might be the wrong answer.
Absolutely wrong answer.
I just don't want it.
F.
I don't want it.
I think edge sticks out to me. I was talking to my dude, Jake, who has gotten some access to a lot of all 22 film, and he was watching Caleb Downs earlier, and he was just saying, Adam, he's like, Adam, this he moved different. Like, and known Jake for a while, just in his opinion, he said Caleb Downs is like the one of one player like in this draft, just in terms of just how he moves. I believe it, bro.
I believe it too.
Then it's like, all right, you take Caleb Downs, and I do enjoy him as a prospect, and I've really warmed up to the idea of them drafting him. But it's like, put him at safety, and then you're gonna run it back with Creep and Chase Young again, bro. I get it.
Like, you got, Caleb Downs back there, but Matthew Stafford in the pocket just making pancakes, bro. Just just chilling back there. Like, that's hard, man. That's hard.
It is.
But I still think, you go with the blue chip player. You can't fix it all in one draft. You're just going to keep trying to attack and improve the pass rush some kind of way. Go in the later rounds. There you can find. Sometimes you can find good pass rushers in the third round. Teams do it all the time.
I was like, I'm trying to think. What's the last? Was it good? It was Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah. Find a Trey Hendrickson or something, man. Find Junior Gillette or something, man. I mean, look, you found a big creep. Like, you just got to do something. And also, look what the Eagles just did. Just flipping a third round pick, getting Jalen Phillips. And he has like monster game. It's got there immediately. It has like a monster game. You know what I'm saying? Like, Howie, there you go again. But sometimes you might have to do stuff like that. You might have to make a trade. I'm not. Obviously we're at a point where we're trying to get draft picks now, but maybe after this draft, you could use 2027 third round pick to go get to go trade for a defensive end or edge player. Once you get a Caleb Downs in there or something, you're going to use all resources available to rebuild this team, bro.
Completely. And I was looking at it from the offensive perspective of the ball, and just in regards to kind of just, again, that article, ESPN Plus article about I think it's the top free agents who are like under age 25. I believe that's what it was. I'm going to tell fans right now. The Saints are probably not going to have the free agency that you're expecting, just because players don't want to come here. Just period. Just don't want to come here.
Throw the cap out. Ain't got nothing to do with the cap.
Nothing to do with the cap.
But it's not a destination they want to.
There's two players on that list that I would, if they could add one of these two, not both, one of these two. And I don't even know if they would leave their current team. But Alec Pierce of the Colts or Isaiah Likely of the Ravens. Either one of those players.
Ooh, I love me some Alec Pierce, boy. Because here's the thing, though, man. It's like, if you Alec Pierce and you watching Kellen offense, it's like, I'd rather just stay with the Colts, man. Like, what? Like, why would I want to go there? That's why I'm hoping, Shuck keep showing stuff, because he's helping Kellen Moore's like marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's making Kellen Moore look a little better. Just giving some explosiveness and some dynamicness to his offense. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, because like, if you're an offensive player, like players used to want to come play for Sean Payton because they knew, okay, C.J. Spiller, he like, man, I'll go Sean Payton. He had Reggie Bush, he had Darren Sproles. I can go do something down there. But if you're a running back, it's like, man, you got Alvin Kamara running in the brick walls. You're like, I'm not going down there, boy. It'd be the end of my career.
And the crazy thing is, like, Kellen didn't get that bump from free agents when he signed with the Saints, but he had it with like, I heard, like, to our guy Jake, who was at the combine for SBP, talking to the offensive players, all the running backs in the draft, every time he brought up Kellen Moore, like, their eyes lit up, like, oh yeah. That was last year.
Saquon Barkley. Oh,
yeah. That was last year. That was old Kellen, not rookie head coach Kellen that's been through his trials and tribulations yet. They said,
Exactly.
okay. Well, anyway, this was a fun thought exercise for us to do. Just go through the grades, report cards for the team up to this point. Enjoy this bye week. Put on Red Zone, whatever you do. Enjoy this bye week and just be free.
Free, bro.
Free. We will be back next week. Very busy week for us next week. A lot of moving parts, but we'll be back next week. Regular schedule. It's gonna be Falcons week. Falcons 8 week.
Yes. Hate those.
Falcons 8 week. And so we will talk about it all next week, previewing the Falcons game, Falcons Saints game, and have our draft special episode on Thursday for all Patreons and YouTube members. So we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Enjoy the bye week. Be safe. With that, we are out.
Peace.